And we're just about set for kick here from Totino Grace. Brady Hallmeyer with you alongside on-site engineer Matt Harrington for our Carroll Evan Prep football game of the week. Getting a look now at some of the matchup stats coming into this game. You see the records at the top there. Both of these teams 6-0. And tonight, somebody's O has got to go. Getting a look there at the yards per game, passing and rushing. Totino Grace, 273 yards on the ground is the game average. Third down conversion rate over 50%, well over at 61%. Both teams right around 31 to 37 points for Orono. And the points allowed per game right in the same ballpark as well. So the Eagles will kick off tonight. Orono will go on offense first. The quarterback, Charlie Cordes, leading the number 3 ranked Orono Spartans on the road, where they're, of course, perfect this season, 3-0, and Totino Grace, a perfect 3-0 here on their home field. So Jimmy McNeil will get us started with the kickoff here tonight. And we're underway from Totino Grace. Fake the pitch on the kickoff return and some room running across the 30 now in good starting field position for the Orono Spartans. Again, Cordes coming into tonight, 713 passing yards on the season to go along with 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's a factor on the ground as well. 33 carries, just 8 yards, but 2 touchdowns for the starting quarterback tonight, wearing number 16 in white, and he'll jog into the huddle. Starting offensive line from left to right, Will Johnson at left tackle will wear number 55. Frankie Rapp, left guard, wears number 67. Blake Van Patten, the center, wears number 68. Dylan Johnson, right guard, number 71. And Wes McLean, the right tackle, number 76. Strip set to the left side, single running back in the backfield. It's play action on first down and looking downfield, and the pass is caught for the Spartans. A big chunk play on first down. They come out firing with play action to George Perkins. The senior wide receiver will play some defensive back as well. And Perkins with a big gainer on the first play of the game for the Orono Spartans. Coming into tonight, 7 catches, 86 yards. His average for Perkins, 12.3 yards per catch, and a well-thrown ball to a wide-open Perkins on that first play of the game. So it's 1st and 10, plus territory now for Orono, starting now at the 35. Out of the shotgun, Perkins will come in motion. He'll fake the handoff and now run up the middle for a couple of yards on first down. That was Roy Cavern, the leading rusher on this Spartans team. Comes into the game with 641 yards on the season, 11 touchdowns, just 1 fumble. His average just short of 107 yards, 106.8 yards per game for Rory Cavern, who wears number 23 for the Spartans. Orono out of the Skyway Bronze Conference, and Totino Grace out of the Skyway Yellow Conference. So 2 receivers each way, running back to the right of Charlie Cordes. He'll send the running back out in motion, throw it out to him, and the pass caught for Cavern. Room to run as he's pushed out right near the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down and a fresh set of downs for Orono now. Just 3 plays into this game, and a very good start for the Spartan offense. Getting a look on the well-thrown ball there from Cordes, leading Cavern upfield, and good blocking from the receiver on that far side. Receivers for Orono, number 11, Alex Lovelace, the single set receiver to the right side, wearing number 11. Jackson Steiner on the left side of the formation. Once again, it's Cavern up the middle and a gain of a couple. Make it right around 5 inside of the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18-yard line.
Number 23, Roy Cavern on the carry, tackled by number 45, Calvin McIntosh. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Spartans.
The head coach for Orono, Joe McPherson. For Totino Grace, Jay Anderson, longtime coach for Totino Grace. So a 2nd and medium here. Single receiver set to the left side. That's Parker Burkhart. They'll give to Cavern once again, and he'll pick up maybe a yard on 2nd and 5.
Number 23, Roy Cavern on the carry. Tackled by number 45, Calvin McIntosh. Short gain on the play brings up 3rd and 4 for the Spartans.
So it is a 3rd and 4. 9:30 to go in this opening quarter on our KARE 11 Prep football game of the week. Number 2, Totino, hosting number 3, Orono. And second to last game of the season for these two teams. Next week, they'll play on Wednesday. Both squads, well, really everybody in Minnesota with MEA break coming up. Give to Convern on the left side, and he's stopped short of the line to gain. Nice work up front for Totino Grace. That was Hans Hartinger, the junior outside linebacker, combining there with Michael Strong, the senior inside linebacker, making the stop. No gain, so it's 4th and 4. And decision time for McPherson and that Spartan coaching staff. Cortez will get the play and run in from the sideline. The offense still on the field. They're going to go for it. Orono coming into tonight has only attempted 1 field goal all season, and they're not going to bring out Hoffman here on this one. So a 4th and 4 from the 18-yard line. Back to pass. Cortez, ball complete on the right side. It's Parker Burkhart picking up the first down right near the 5-yard line. Burkhart secures catch number 15 on the season. Coming into this game, he had 271 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, averaging right around 54 yards per game, and that time picking up the first down, and now it's a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Great start for this Spartan offense. Now, jumbo package in the game. In the backfield, Devin Warner, the offensive lineman, a junior, will lead the way for Cavern this time, but not much room there, as that hole was quickly filled by the blue jerseys of the Eagles. Gain of maybe 1. They'll mark him down just shy of the 3-yard line. So a 2nd and goal coming here on this opening drive of the game. Fans still filling in here. Early kick makes it a little tougher here after school and work, but expect these bleachers to be full here in just a little bit. Single receiver set to the right side. Cavern in the backfield. Under center this time is Cortez. And they're going to the jet sweep, but a flag comes in. It will be against the Orono Spartans. Getting a look there at the penalty call. That was against Simon Vitton, the junior tight end. Jumped off sides there. Nice, we got the mics on the refs tonight as well, so that makes it a little nicer for all of us up here in the booth, and of course you guys back at home. Getting to hear the ref's voice, get to hear the penalty call rather than just seeing the signal. So a 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line after the penalty. In motion again, they won't give it. This time they'll fake the jet sweep, throw it out to the flat, caught, touchdown. Orono strikes first, a quick drive, and it's Carson Burkhart, a senior. He'll play a little linebacker as well. He's listed here as a quarterback. That time he was a pass catcher, and Carson Burkhart, one of the captains on this Spartan team, makes it a 6-0 Orono lead. Offense still on the field. Lachlan Hoffman is the place kicker for the Spartans. He's 22 of 25 on extra points this season, but he's not going to have a chance to kick one here. So a swinging gate formation. We'll see if Cortez motions a man in. He will. Handoff is to the wide receiver across the formation, and that's Parker Burkhart. So the Burkhart boys combined for all 7 points on that opening drive for the Orono Spartans, and number 3 Orono leads number 2 Totino 7-0. 7:04, 8-0, excuse me, 7:04 to go in this first quarter. And Orono certainly not afraid to go for 2, something they did last season when these two teams matched up. It was Orono defeating Totino Grace at Orono last year, 31-7, and the first 3 touchdowns of the game for Orono. A year ago, they went for 2 on all 3 of those touchdown scores. So 8-0 Spartans lead. Totino will have their first crack at offense with Jake Person leading the way. So now the Eagles kickoff return unit will make their way onto the field. Getting a look at the two-point conversion. On the jet sweep that time was Burkhart once again. So it was Carson Burkhart who scored, Parker Burkhart who got the two-point conversion. And now Totino will get their chance on offense. This kick is going to go out of bounds. Josiah Young was the deep man. He won't get a chance to return it this time. It'll be excellent starting field position for Totino Grace. So there you have it. Ball at the 35. That's where Person in the offense will take over. Totino Grace averaging 273 yards on the ground per game, just 52 through the air. This is a team that wants to run the ball. They do it very successfully. Markel Keaton, the leading rusher on this team, number 26, he'll often line up in that wing formation. This time he's in the backfield, right behind Jake Person. The hand is to Markel Keaton, and some room up the right side, gets near the 40-yard line, and it'll be a 2nd and 5 after a run of 5 on first down.
For a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 for the Eagles.
Offensive line for Totino Grace from left to right. Jimmy McNeil is the left tackle. Gavin Kinkle, the left guard. Cooper Zito at center. Right guard is Frankie Bassi. And the Francis Bassi, and the right tackle is Gabe Cran. Two receivers sent to the left side. Keaton in the backfield. He'll take the pitch on a 2nd and 5 with some room to run right near the sticks, and he'll pick up the first down. Good work from the left side of that offensive line, following behind Jimmy McNeil and Gavin Kinkle on the pitch play. So 2 called runs to start this game and a first down for TG. As it's going to be a lot of running tonight for both of these quarterbacks. Both Jake Person and Charlie Cordes are getting the play from the head coach on the sideline and then running back into the huddle. You get a lot of steps that way. Both of these quarterbacks in great shape. So a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Totino Grace. Under center, Person will fake the handoff this time, looking out to the flat right side. Keaton makes a man miss. Across the 50, taken down at the 46-yard line, right near the first down chains, but he'll be just a yard short, so a gain of 9 on first down will bring up a 2nd and 2. 5:24 to go in this opening quarter, with Totino Grace trailing 8-0 after a methodical drive from the Spartans, capped off with a Burkhart touchdown, followed by a Parker Burkhart 2-point conversion. But Totino now just 3 offensive plays, all successful so far. We'll see what they do here on a 2nd and short. Handoff is to Keaton, and he's got the first down. Good run in across the 45. He'll move the chains. Ball marked down at the 42-yard line. So 3 carries for Keaton, 1 pass catch so far. Markel coming into this game, 9 receptions for 71 yards, has 11 rushing touchdowns this year to go along with 829 yards on the ground. So 2 receivers split out to the left side. That's Griffin Burgess, number 14, and Josiah Young, who wears number 2 in the slot. Looking out to Keaton. He'll make a man miss, but good gang tackling from the Orono Spartans. No gain on a 1st and 10. Maybe a loss of 1 even.
Small loss on the play, brings up 2nd and long.
So Jake Person coming into this game, 49% completion rate on the season. That's 31 of 63. Here tonight, he's 2 for 2 on 2 passes, both to Markel Keaton. So this time, Burgess and Young will split to the right side. Out of the shotgun, Person Gives to Keaton, sweeping to the right side, cuts up field, minimal gain, maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage. Michael Strong, the running back, where's number 6, looking for a face mask from that near official, and he's not going to get the call as the white hat official looked over his way. I thought maybe they're going to either say something or maybe throw a flag, but no flags come out. So a 3rd and 10 now from the 42-yard line of the Orono Spartans. Play clock getting down there now as Jake Person still on the sideline. He'll make his way to the huddle. Just have 8 seconds to get this play off, and they're either going to have to take a timeout or really hurry. Down to 4, and now here comes a timeout as it was called by Jay Anderson. Good decision there. You can't push yourself back even further. Already in a hole at 3rd and 10. You don't want to make it a 3rd and 15. We'll take a quick break here from Tino Grace. Be right back on our KARE 11 football game of the week.
Party pants on, people! Taco John's new 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here. That's right, grilled old white meat chicken is here to Fiesta. Fresh pico is here to Fiesta. And Fiesta sauce is obviously here to Fiesta. It's Fiesta sauce, kinda its whole thing. That and being creamy and savory and awesome. Fiesta at our place and lasers. New 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Welcome back to Tino Grace. 3rd and 10 here from the 42. Orono marched down the field, scoring on their first drive of the game. Tino now trying to match, but they have to overcome a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Person will take the snap, take a drop back, looking deep down the right side, and out of bounds. Was looking for Josiah Young. And that one just taking Young out of bounds. Didn't have a chance to make that catch, and it'll bring up a 4th and 10. So as of now, the offense is on the field. This could be pooch kick time, though, with the quarterback. They've done that 3 different times this season. We'll see if maybe Jake takes a couple of steps back. There it is. So he's going to pooch kick this. Nobody back to return for Orono. And that one kind of shanked off the side of the foot. The Tino Grace fans looking for a flag on that near sideline. It was Griffin Bergeson who got pushed out of bounds from Parker Burkhart. No flag comes in, and the ball will be marked right around the 30-yard line. Looks like the 31. So that's where Orono will take over for drive number 2.
Orono take over at their own 31-yard line.
So a good start to this game for the visitors here as their fans on that far sideline still continue to fill in here. We'll see what they can do with their second drive. They'll split one receiver out right, one receiver to the left side. Charlie Cordes will go under center. Single. A whistle comes in, and now a timeout called. Thought I heard something there. We'll just see. So I'm not sure what the timeout for there, but it's taken nonetheless by Joe McPherson. So both sides have used the timeout here in the early going. We'll take a quick break here from Tino Grace.
Now is the time to upgrade the look of your home with new siding from your friends at Window Concepts in Minnesota. We feature a variety of different materials and colors to enhance the beauty of your home. We feature vinyl, James Hardie, and LP siding. Call today, and when you buy 2 squares of siding, get 1 free, plus no interest for 36 months. And with every estimate, Window Concepts will give you a $50 Target gift card.
Call Window Concepts at 888-712-1733 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
All right, 1st and 10, ball in the 31. Second drive for the Orono Spartans. Under center, play action. Looking in the flat, pass complete to the tight end who shakes the tackle and gets right near the 40-yard line. Flag comes in from behind the play. So we'll await the penalty, but a gain of about 8 on 1st and 10. Pass completed to Simon Vinton, the junior tight end. We'll see what this penalty is. It came in from behind the play. So it's going to go against Alex Lovelace, the wide receiver for the Orono Spartans. A block in the back will push the Spartans back now to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll... Should be first down. Yeah, it said second down over there. It still says second down. Now they got it fixed. It is first down, so it'll be first down from the 25-yard line. The line to gain is the 41. Single receiver to the left side of the formation is George Perkins. Had the big gainer on the first play of the game. Looking that way again, similar route. Perkins leaps up and makes an incredible one-handed catch. My goodness, George Perkins putting on a highlight tape here early. He's got 2 catches, and let's take another look at the one-hander from the senior wide receiver. My goodness, showing off the hands, and he's all fired up for good reason. Perkins comes in with just 7 catches on the season. He's got 2 already tonight, and that highlight reel catch right there has the Spartans on the move once again. Across the 50-yard line, ball down at the 48 of Totino Grace after the spectacular catch from George Perkins. Pitch play, cutting back up the middle, and nothing doing on 1st and 10. The run there from Franklin Stevenson, the senior running back.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd and long for the Spartans.
Stevenson comes in 202 yards in the ground, 3 touchdowns, 37 carries this season, averaging right around 36 yards per game. That on first, just a gain of 1, so a 2nd and 9 from the 47 of Totino to go in this first quarter. Tight ends come in motion across the formation now. Parker Burkhart, he'll take the handoff on the jet sweep, and a nice tackle from Totino Grace. That was coming up the middle. Hans Hartinger, the junior outside linebacker. I should say a run from Burkhart of maybe 1. We'll set up a 3rd and 8 from the 46. 20 seconds to go in this first quarter, and Orono is not going to... Are they going to take a timeout? They took a timeout. Not sure why. With 16 seconds to go in the first quarter, they could have let that clock run out, but they wanted to take a timeout, so they'll take their 2nd timeout of this first quarter, and they'll have at least 1 more play. So they're going to reset that play clock to 25. We'll keep it right here ahead of this 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and about 8. Ball spotted just shy of the 46-yard line of Totino Grace. Eagles would love to get a stop here. Force either a 4th down conversion from the Spartans or maybe a punt, try to get the ball back in the offense's hands. These 2 teams, we looked at the matchup stats from right before this game started. They both don't give up many. Right around 10 points a game for these 2 teams, averaging points given up. Already 8 points for the Orono Spartans. Well, Orono next week, they'll play at home against number 8 Ricori. Totino Grace will travel to Wilmer on Wednesday night as well. And then the section seeding meeting will be on Friday of MEA week. So next Friday, the seeds will be out, and you'll have your matchups all across Class 4A. Okay, so it is the end of the quarter. They didn't take a timeout. I was wondering why. I didn't think they'd want to take a timeout there. No reason to burn one just to stop that first quarter clock. So the end of the first quarter. Spartans 8, Eagles nothing. A 3rd and 8 coming up as Totino Grace looks to get the ball back in their offense's hands. All kinds of motions going on here. Empty backfield. Cordes in the shotgun will drop back. Pressure comes, setting up the screen, and it is caught short of the first down. He was taken down. The tight end, Simon Vinton, was hit hard right near the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 41.
Number 6, Michael Strong.
Michael Strong applying the hit. He had some other buddies in blue with him as well. This defense for Totino Grace up front, Tony Shutterlup, Calvin McIntosh, Hans Hartinger, and Theo Thomas, the 4-down lineman. Peyton Herbst is an outside linebacker, wears number 7. He'll rover around and get real close to the line. He doesn't go down in the stance. He is this time, though. So 4-down lineman. 4th down, they're going to throw the football. Slant route caught by Parker Burkhardt, and he picks up the 1st down across the 35. They'll mark him down at the 34. And a 4th down conversion for Orono keeps the chains moving. A little surprised to see a pass on that play. A pass play called, but a successful play for Orono as they pick up the 1st down and some more on the completion to Parker Burkhardt. Cordes this time goes under center. Man in motion across the formation. Cordes gives to the tailback, looking for some room on the right side. Ball comes out. It's into the hands of an offensive lineman for the Spartans. That's Wes McLean, who recovered the fumble. Lost the football, just kind of bobbled it, maybe got punched out of his hands. Heady play by Wes McLean, the right tackle for Orono, to get that ball secured in his hands, and the junior offensive lineman keeps the Spartans in possession. 10 minutes to go, 2nd quarter, leading 8-0. Orono now in a 2nd and 7. Ball on the 32. Cordes goes back under center. Play action, man right in his face. Cordes is taken down. Gang sack that time from Calvin McIntosh and his buddy Hans Hartinger. Couple of juniors combining for the sack. So now a 3rd and 17. Ball on the 42-yard line. The first sack of the game for Totino Grace has their home fans fired up here. This KARE 11 game of the week is so 9:05 to go, 3rd and 17, 2nd quarter action. 2 receivers split to the left side. Play clock running down. They get it off just in time. No more pressure. Another sack. This time it's Theo Thomas. I'm sorry, the big number 9, Theo Thomas. He has a dual number. He'll go by 79. He'll go by 9. On the defensive side, it's number 9, Theo Thomas, coming in. So back-to-back sacks for the Eagles in punting formation now for Orono. 4th and 26, ball on the 50-yard line. Back to return is Josiah Young. Good pressure, and the punt gets away high in the air. Young will let it bounce at the 18-yard line, and a good bounce for the Orono Spartans, as it will end up right near the 10, and that's where Jake Person and the Totino Grace Eagles will take over.
No return on the play. Eagles will take over 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line.
So the Eagles on their first drive picked up a couple of 1st downs, stalled out around midfield, had to punt. Got past the 50, but then went negative on a couple of plays, and a punt from the quarterback, Jake Person, gave the ball back to Orono. Now they got it back on their own 10-yard lines, where they'll start this 2nd drive of the game, running up the middle, and tough sledding this time for Markel Keaton. Check that. The run this time was Noah Januski.
Januska on the carry. Talking about
So
number 9,
Januska gets his first carry of the game.
Short gain on the play.
Picks up maybe 2 yards. So it's 2nd and 8 for Tino Grace. And Person will have to run in from the sideline. The head coach and offensive coordinator, Jay Anderson, directing his senior quarterback. Person out of the gun will keep it himself up the middle with some room to run, spinning right near the 20-yard line. They'll mark him down just shy of the line to gain. It looks like it's going to be about 3rd and maybe a short yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Eagles.
So the heavy set package coming in here. Theo Thomas into the game wearing number 9. And Thomas will line up on the right side of the formation. 2 running backs in the backfield, wing on the left side. Under center, Person gives to the tailback up the middle, and he's got enough for the first down across the 20-yard line. Mark him down at the 21. So a pickup of 3 on. So Person will draw back into the offensive huddle. 6.5 to go in the first half. Orono 8, TG nothing so far. Both teams have moved the ball with here in the early going of this Care 11 game of the week. Wildcat formation. Keaton takes the snap, bursting through the middle, picks up good gainer on first down on a Wildcat set. I didn't see any of that in the pregame film I was watching, so maybe a new wrinkle to the offense we've added this week for the Tino Grace team. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 27-yard line. Starters for the Orono Spartans. Simon Vieten, Leo Bach, and Blake Van Patten. The linebackers, Adrian Lacursi, Carson Burkhart, and Lucas LaBelle. Pitch out, left side, Keaton cuts up the middle, and a nice cut. Gets him right near that line to gain. I think it is going to be just enough for a first down. Left guard, Gavin Kinkle, is on the ground for just a moment. And now he is going to jog off. So Kinkle comes off. So maybe tweaking that leg. So he was kind of slow to get up, now a little gimpy on the sideline. He's not receiving any medical attention on that Tino Grace sideline. So we'll keep an eye on that. Gavin Kinkle, the left guard for TG. Now on the sideline. In his place. We'll figure that out in just a moment. Wildcat, Keaton with some room to run, cuts back to the near sideline. Keaton across the 50 and pushed out of bounds right near the 45-yard line. Michael Strong was the one who ran him down. Good vision from Markel Keaton. We'll get another look here. Wildcat formation, cuts it up the middle, then cuts to the near sideline where he's ran out of bounds. Excuse me, he was ran out of bounds by Dane Canwishker, not Michael Strong. Strong plays for the Eagles. It was Canwishker with maybe a touchdown saving tackle. Fake it. And up the middle it goes for no gain that time. It was Sil Berg. They faked it to Keaton, gave it underneath to the fullback Sil Berg, and maybe a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9. Ball on the right near the 43-yard line of Orono. Whisker and Owen Paulson are the two safeties. Lovelace and Burkhart, Parker Burkhart, that is, are the two cornerbacks. Two receivers set to the right. Person this time out of the gun. We'll look to the right, out to the flat. It's Keaton, and he's taken down immediately. Nice tackle from LaCourcie. Setting up a 4th and 10 now from the 31-yard line. And we'll see if Totino Grace wants to try that pooch kick again. We're going to get a timeout instead. 2:19 to go in this first half. And I assume Orono took the timeout, although there we go. So it is Orono who took the timeout. Just a late signal coming in there, but it's nice to have the mic on the ref. So we'll take a quick break as well here from Totino Grace. The Spartans lead it 8-0 here in the second quarter.
Get an 11% rebate on new tools at Menards. Take care of the job with Bosch Power Tools. Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Bosch 18-volt tools provide the power you need to tackle the toughest jobs. Keep your Bosch Power Tools running with this 18-volt Slim Pack lithium-ion battery for $39.99 after 11% mail-in rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to Totino Grace here in the second quarter. 2:22 on the clock. A 4th and 10 coming. Ball in the 31 for the Eagles. Totino Grace this season, they've scored 83 points in the second quarter alone, and that's almost doubling up every other quarter of scoring for TG this season. Scoring by quarter for the Eagles. They've scored 42 in the first quarter, 83 in the second quarter, 42 in the third quarter, and just 14 points in the fourth quarter. But the 14 points in the fourth quarter meaning they were up in a lot of games and they weren't running up to score. So the second quarter has been good for TG. So far here tonight, they've got nothing to show. Long throw down the middle, picked off right near the goal line. And he'll take it out of the end zone. That was Owen Paulson, the sophomore linebacker in coverage there for Orono. I'm not sure Josiah Young ever saw the football. He was the intended target for Jake Person. Just could not locate it in a interception on 4th and 10. Not really the worst case scenario there. Almost goes down like a punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line for the Orono Spartans, though there is a flag on the far sideline, 40-yard line. Yeah, the penalty will go against Totino Grace. It was a hold against Luther Bungie that will be declined. 2:12 to go here in the second quarter. Spartans have one timeout. It says on the board. I think they might have two because they took a timeout. Well, they have just one. Okay, it is correct. So one timeout, 2:12, ball on the 8-yard line. Under center is Charlie Cordes. Two receivers to his left, single tailback in the backfield. He'll give it to him, and nothing doing there. Flag comes in on that first down run. It was Cavern on the carry, and we're going to get a hold against Orono. So to move from the 8-yard line to the 4-yard line. Not a devastating penalty when you're that close, but 2:07 to go. No 2-minute warning in high school football, but the clock will stop just like college on a first down pick. You have the ability to march down the field with just one timeout. You can't mosey around, though. You still have to move with some urgency. And now discussion continues between the Eagles coaching staff and our head official in the white hat tonight. It'll be a 1st and 12 from, well, I thought it would be the 4-yard line. They only marked it 2 yards back, and that's, I think, the discussion. They only took, unless I was mistaken on where that ball. Okay, that makes sense. So they'll put it back to the original line, which was the 6, and that's where it'll stay. make it the 8-yard line is where they started. I don't know what's going on. Nevertheless, the shotgun for the Spartans looking deep downfield and incomplete. The intended target that time was George Perkins. We've already seen him make a couple of crazy catches. This one falls harmlessly to the turf.
Brings up 3rd and long for the Spartans.
Secondary for Totino Grace, Josiah Young, the left cornerback wearing number 2. Make it the right corner. Tyler Hand out there alongside Adriel Bestman and Jaden Miller. That's the secondary for the Eagles here tonight. They run a complicated defense that moves around Peyton Herbst quite a bit. He wears number 7, and he'll shift to the strong side of the formation this time. Trip set to the left. Out of the shotgun, Cordes drop back to pass, looking downfield, will heave one into the air, has a man open, but too far for the outstretched hand of Parker Burkhart. Coverage from Jaden Miller. We'll get another look at that. Long attempt is right around the TG logo at midfield. Burkhart diving for it, but just unable to get his hand on that one. So now 4th down and the punt unit on. 1:50 to go. That drive only took up 32 seconds, so still plenty of time for Totino Grace here, and they're going to get good field position. Punt in the air. Young tracks it through the blue sky here and take it down immediately. Good starting position, though. It'll be marked down at the 43-yard line, and that's where Jake Person in the offense will take back over. Markel Keaton, as he's been all season long, the featured player in this offense through the first quarter and a half of this game. 1:43 to go, 2 timeouts to work with for the Eagles, trailing 8-0 here at home. Halftime coming up. We'll get a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, see what other action's happening around Class 4A. That's true. There's probably no other games happening. Maybe a few that started this early. We'll see. Keaton takes it up the middle. Gain of maybe 2 on 1st down. Clock will run. 1:35 and counting here in this first half. We'll see how aggressive Totino Grace wants to be. Young will come into the game. Running back will check out in Januszka. Now Januszka will come back into the game. And Griffin Burgess will head to the sideline. Young splits wide to the left. Keaton on the right side. In the shotgun. Person will take the snap. Looks right. Fires in the air. Looking for Keaton. Incomplete. Totino Grace fans were looking for a hold that they're not going to get. There was some contact on the coverage from Alex Lovelace at far side cornerback. Made contact with Keaton, but not enough in the mind of the official to warrant a flag, and it'll bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 from the 42, 1:02 to go before our halftime break. Trip set to the left side. Josiah Young, the lone receiver on the far sideline. Person out of the gun. Slant over the middle, and it's caught by Michael Keaton, Markel Keaton, I should say, but his knee hit the ground right about the 36, make it the 37-yard line. So that'll keep the clock moving. There's about a 13-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. So Totino will have to run one more play. Nobody's going to use a timeout here, so it seems like these two teams are content with where this game is at heading into the halftime break. Maybe one more shot to the end zone for Totino here on this 4th down. It's a 4th and 4 from the 37-yard line. And Totino will take a timeout here with about 13.6 will be on the clock. And we'll see how aggressive this coaching staff wants to be. Again, Jay Anderson, the head coach, offensive coordinator, who now commands that huddle on the Totino Grace sideline. Maybe take one more shot. They have one more timeout, so if you can pick up the first down, then maybe you could take a shot to the end zone, but maybe they'll just do it right here on 4th down, take a similar type play to what we saw on the 4th and 10 on the drive previous, where person just chucked it up to the end zone. If it is picked off, no big deal, because we're going to halftime in just 13 and a half seconds. So Orono defense set. Tino now making their way back onto the field. Burgess split wide to the right. Josiah Young on the left side. Out of the gun. Person will take the snap, drop back. Looking, firing, wobbly ball to short of the end zone, and flags come out. Intended for Josiah Young. There was 3 defenders in white there, and that is going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Orono Spartans. So again, not a spot foul like it would be in college or the NFL, but it will be a 15-yard penalty as you get a second look here on that play that prompted a couple of flags to come out. Here's the announcement from our head referee. So Dane Canwishker picks up the personal foul on the pass interference. 15-yard penalty, 5.6 seconds to go. So one more play as Orono will use their final timeout to get their defense set before one last play for Totino to try to get some points on the board here before the halftime break. Totino has only kicked 1 field goal this season, so that will be the offense on the field. And they do have 1 timeout. Good point there from our producer, Matt Harrington. 1 timeout left, so you could maybe do something quick to the sideline or over the middle, but it has to be a quick play. Take that timeout, and got to imagine, though, with 5 seconds, oh, maybe they are going to attempt a field goal. They are going to attempt a field goal, so I stand corrected. Jimmy McNeil, the man to kick it. This is the first attempted field goal, at least on our MN Football Hub, of the season for Jimmy McNeil. Person will hold at the 29-yard line. It's a 39-yard field goal attempt for McNeil. Good snap, spot down, kick, and it's a beauty. Is it through the uprights? It is. So the first attempted field goal for Jimmy McNeil this season, and it's cash. Cuts that lead from 8 to 5, so it's 8-3 as we go to the halftime break. Get another look at the big leg of number 55, Jimmy McNeil, putting it through the uprights with plenty of distance on that one. And that will send us to the halftime break here on our KARE 11 Prep Football Game of the Week. So happy you're joining us here from Totino Grace. We'll be back after this.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At TrueStone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a TrueStone checking account. It's true, because we're TrueStone.
Party pants on, people! Taco John's new 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here. That's right, grilled old white meat chicken is here to Fiesta. Fresh Pico is here to Fiesta. And Fiesta sauce is obviously here to Fiesta. It's Fiesta sauce, kinda its whole thing. That and being creamy and savory and awesome. Fiesta at our place and lasers. New 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Protect your boats and recreational vehicles with FVP RV and Marine Antifreeze. It has burst-proof protection down to negative 50 degrees, keeping you protected against freezing temperatures. Get a gallon for $2.49 after rebate. Attract a variety of songbirds and cardinals to your feeder with Enchanted Gardens Cardinal Mix. It's a blend of nutritious seeds that keeps birds coming back. Get a bag for $15.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
What's your water score? Find out with a free water analysis during the Aquarius Mega Sale. For a limited time, take advantage of huge savings and get up to 25% off when you upgrade to Kinetico, the world's most efficient water treatment system. Enjoy worry-free water in your home with Aquarius Home Services, earning the right to be recommended. Call or visit us online to learn more at aquariushomeservices.com.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Single roll paper towels are just 69 cents. A 4-tier plastic shelving unit, only $15.99. 12 packs of Shasta soda, only $3.99. Plus, it's your last chance to grab indoor furniture. Once it's gone, it's gone. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals, plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Missouri Bonilla. Captains for tonight's performance are Gabby Shimoleski, Julia Larson, Missouri Bonilla. Please welcome the Tachina Grace Eagles. One more round of applause for our Tachina Grace Eagles. here at the
Welcome back to Totino Grace here at the halftime break. Spartans 8, Eagles 3. Still a little bit of time left on our halftime break, but let's bring in our producer, Matt Harrington. He's got a recap and some highlights from that first half. Matt?
Yeah, absolutely a entertaining first half, especially if you're a fan of defense in that first half. And, of course, Orono started out with a 9-play drive that ended in a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And, of course, the first play of the game, they come out swinging with the big 35-yard pass and completion to George Perkins, who was really the star of the show for the Orono Spartans. And then on that second Orono drive as well, he had that incredible one-handed highlight reel catch, which we're going to take a look back on at the replay as well. One of the great features that we have available as part of our video package. And let's go ahead and take a look at that one more time. But the ability to get that separation and still maintain possession, it was unbelievable. At first, it didn't look like Brady that he had it, but the referee saw it right away, and just an incredible catch.
It sure was. In a route from Perkins, who maybe stopped running a little too soon. If he kept running, maybe didn't need to make that incredible catch, but puts that one hand back and it stick him on those gloves.
And then that same drive, though, it didn't end up resulting in any scoring plays for Orono. TG defense had a couple of big sacks as well to close that drive. I believe it ended up being 4th and 25 or something around that number. So that resulted in that. And then, of course, you had the 4th down and 10 for Totino. That ended up being an interception thrown. And then for Orono, a 3-and-out, rare 3-and-out for them. They have not had a lot of those this season. And then with 1:43 to go, Totino drives down the field. They get the 39-yard field goal from Jimmy McNeil. That's a long ways at the high school level. Impressive. They sent him out there with about 5 seconds left. They get the points, and they're in a decent position here to start. And I believe they'll get the ball to start the second half as well. So there you go.
Thank you for the halftime recap there of the first half. Matt Harrington with myself, Brady Haltmeyer, tonight for our Carroll Evan Prep Football Game of the Week. And Matt, it was a lot of defense. Two teams coming in. Totino Grace averaging 31 points a game. Orono averaging 37. Defensively, they only give up about 10 from either side. We saw more of the defense in that first half. Maybe the offenses will wake up here in half number 2.
We'll find out, certainly.
Just 5 minutes to go here in the halftime break. We'll take another quick break here from Totino Grace. Second half coming up in just a little bit.
Now is the time to upgrade the look of your home with new siding from your friends at Window Concepts in Minnesota. We feature a variety of different materials and colors to enhance the beauty of your home. We feature vinyl, James Hardie, and LP siding. Call today, and when you buy 2 squares of siding, get 1 free, plus no interest for 36 months. And with every estimate, Window Concepts will give you a $50 Target gift card.
Call Window Concepts at 888-712-1733 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
The mega sale is back at Aquarius Home Services. Be prepared for any season with our Aquarius 2-for-1 AC and furnace tune-up special. Call or visit us online to schedule your appointment. Aquarius Home Services, earning the right to be recommended.
Get an 11% rebate on new tools at Menards. Take care of the job with Bosch Power Tools. Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Bosch 18-volt tools provide the power you need to tackle the toughest jobs. Keep your Bosch Power Tools running with this 18-volt Slim Pack lithium-ion battery for $39.99 after 11% mail-in rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At TrueStone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a TrueStone checking account. It's true, because we're TrueStone.
Taco John's new 2-for-5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here to Fiesta. Grilled old white meat chicken is here to Fiesta. And creamy Fiesta sauce is obviously here to Fiesta. That's kind of its thing. New 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos at Taco John's.
Welcome back to Totino Grace High School. Halftime almost in the books here. I promised a scoreboard update before my producer Matt Harrington started laughing at me because there's not a lot of games in action right now. I didn't even think about that. We have a 5 o'clock kick tonight here at TG. We do have a few games just getting underway. Minnetonka and Buffalo in Class 6A. At the Buffalo High School, no score there, early going in the first quarter. That's the only game in action in 6A. We'll check 5A, nothing going there. 4A, Mound West Tonka 7, Zimmerman 7. That's the only other game in action right now in 4A. Coming up tonight, though, Delano will take on Benone St. Margaret's at Delano. Becker will host Big Lake. Of course, this matchup here, Totino Grace and Orono. I'm going to update the fans on that one. And everywhere else around the Metro tonight yet to get underway. Duluth hosting North Branch tonight. It's a number 8 ranked North Branch team. So anyway, a subdued out-of-town scoreboard here tonight with the early kick, the 5 o'clock kick. As the specialists now getting loose on the field for Totino Grace. Let's see the rest of the Eagles. The Spartans are back on the field. Again, the Spartans next week will host number 8 Ricori before playoffs start the following week. Totino Grace will hit the road, head to Wilmer. Take on Wilmer, who's still looking for their first win of the season. That'll be a Wednesday contest all across the state of Minnesota next week with MEA next week, so Thursday and Friday. Kids get off of school and they're going to move that football game up to Wednesday, and then the seeding meeting across the state will happen on that Friday of next week, and so you'll know who the opponent is for both Orono, Totino Grace, whoever you follow. You'll know your opponent for the first round of the section playoffs by next Friday night, and that game we play 2 Fridays from next for the first round of the playoffs. Are being played, and the Eagles make their way back onto the field, putting up just 3 points in that first half. The lowest scoring half of the season so far. Played in some tight games. They've had some blowouts, so has Orono. Looking at that Totino Grace schedule, they played a tight one against Hutchinson a couple of weeks ago, almost a month ago now at this point, up in Hutch, 21-20. That was a close game. Last week, here at home, Totino Grace taking care of Minneapolis North, 34-14. Orono's had a lot of success. They've only really played in one close game. I guess 2. They beat Providence Academy, a ranked Providence Academy team, last week, 24-13. The other game that was within one-score game was Delano, 21-14, back on September the 20th. The Spartans beat Delano. Other than that, they've won by at least 2 scores or more. They took care of SMB 48-0. They beat up on Zimmerman in week 1, beat up on Big Lake. Same with Mound West Tonka, their last home game 2 weeks ago, and then on the road last week, picking up a win on Friday night at Providence Academy. It was really not as close even as the final score indicated. Providence trailed that game 24-7 and scored with just 2 seconds to go in that fourth quarter to make it an 11-point game, but it was not close, not as close as the final score indicated. So we'll see what Totino wants to do offensively. They've had some success moving the ball across midfield, but they've seemed to stall out after crossing that midfield stripe, and a credit to Orono defensively. Giving up a few first downs, but once they get on their own side of the field, they've been stout, allowing just 3 points to a team averaging 31. And credit to the Totino defense as well. Orono comes in averaging 175 on the ground and and nearly 37 points a game. They've only given up 8 on that opening drive. The touchdown from Carson Burkhart and his brother Parker Burkhart scoring the 2-point conversion. So it's been 8 points from the Burkharts. It's been 3 points from Jimmy McNeil on the 39-yard field goal attempt, which not all the teams put their stats in as far as kicking goes on MN Football Hub, so it might not have been his first attempt of the year, but from what is listed online, it was the first attempted field goal and a make for Jimmy McNeil. But with the power he had and the way he kicked that, it looked like a very clean operation on the special teams. So I don't know, maybe it wasn't their first field goal attempt of the year and the stats just aren't in Minnesota Football Hub. But nevertheless, it's 8-3. Totino will get the ball to start this second half as their kickoff return unit will make its way onto the field. We're ready for football here on our KARE 11 Prep Football Game of the Week. Brady Hallmeyer alongside Matt Harrington on a beautiful night for football here in Minnesota. Back to receive the kick, Josiah Young, alongside his buddy, who had a whole bunch of work in that first half, Markel Keaton. The two deep men back to return. The kicker, Lachlan Hoffman, will kick from the right hash. All right, we're set for football. Hoffman puts the ball in the air, and we're underway for the second half. Bouncing at the 10-yard line, Josiah Young will take it. And he's swarmed. Late hit comes in. That's going to draw a flag. So Persons was taken down at the 10-yard line. A late hit came in. That's going to go against Orono. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. They will start on the 25-yard line, and we'll have the announcement from our head official right now. Well, maybe not. They're still figuring out the number. No, we didn't get a number, but there was a whole host of white jerseys that swarmed Josiah Young, and one of them coming in late, getting a hit on Young. He's okay, but he crouches on that sideline right now. So he now makes his way back to his feet and seems to be okay, at least. We won't speculate. Just on the sideline for now is Young. Single receiver set to the left side is Burgess. Man in motion, but a give up the middle and some tough running there as he's still on his feet. Getting close to the chains on that first down carry was Calvin McIntosh. McIntosh listed as a fullback, defensive end as well. We've called his name a few times on the other side of the ball. He plays defensive tackle. So McIntosh now will run to the sideline. Big number 45 with some tough sledding there on first down. Picked up 8 and a 2nd and 2 now from the 34-yard line. Two receivers split to the far sideline. Person under center. I set behind him. Hand off to the tailback up the middle and a first down across the 30-yard line, make it to the 35-yard line. Marked down about the 38 and a fresh set of downs after the run from Cy Berg, I believe it was. Yeah, it was Cy Berg. So he only had one carry in the first half, but picks up the first down here with carry number 2 for Berg. And a good start to this drive for Totino Grace, trailing here at home. Put up just 3 points in that second quarter. We talked about the points by quarter for Totino. And there's going to be a flag coming in. 12 men on the field as they had 12 in the huddle. It was Cy Berg who ran off late, and a good job from the head official here to notice that man coming off late and make the call. So it'll be a 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line of Totino Grace here on this first drive of the second quarter, of the second half, I should say. 10:30 to go. So Person will jog back into the huddle, give out the instructions to his boys in blue for this 1st and 15. Tight formation as they quickly work to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Keaton up the middle, runs into a wall there after maybe a gain of 1. Devin Warner, the sophomore, plays a little bit on both sides. Makes the stop on Keaton, a gain of, well, they give him a gain of 4, so almost getting back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11 for Totino Grace as Person will run back into the huddle. Griffin Burgess, single receiver, split to the near side. I formation behind Josh Person. Make it Jake Person as Keaton gets the carry across the 40, taken down. Gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Will bring up a 3rd and medium from the 41-yard line. Officially, it'll be about a 3rd and 7 as Person back in the huddle. Cy Berg back in the game. Stands behind the fullback. Handoff, though, is to Keaton. On misdirection, getting to the 45-yard line. And so now a 4th and about 3 in decision time here for Jay Anderson and this Eagle coaching staff. Potential for a quarterback pooch kick here. Jake didn't have the best punt in the first half, picking up minimal yardage on a ball that was kind of shanked off the side of his foot. So he'll take a step back. He's going to punt this football on a 4th and 3. This one in the air will land at about the 23, take a bounce for the Eagles and continue on in. This is a good punt here from Jake Person. Gets all the way to the 5-yard line, so that'll flip the field for Totino Grace, and the starting field position for the Orono Spartans will be just outside the 5-yard line. 8:03 to go, 3rd quarter action. Spartans leading, and with the ball back in the hand of Charlie Cordes in the offense, get a chance to add to that lead. George Perkins on that far sideline doing the YMCA. He's had a nice night. We talked about the one-handed catch. We've seen the replay a couple of times, and that's going on the highlight reel, that's for sure. Under center, Cordes. He'll take the snap, give to the tailback. Makes a couple of men miss, and across the 15-yard line, taken down finally right around the 17-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down. A run of 12 on 1st and 10. Excuse me, across the 15. I said the 20, but it's down at the 17-yard line. 7:46 and counting here in this 3rd quarter. Cordes back under center, 1 receiver to the left. He'll give right back to the tailback, Cavern once again, and Cavern with some patience now crosses the 20-yard line and a pickup of about 4 on 1st and 10.
Good for a medium gain. Brings up 2nd and medium for the Spartans.
Linebacker unit for the Eagles, Michael Strong, Noah Januska, and Peyton Herbst. A couple of them combining on that tackle. So a 2nd and 6. Ball on the 21. 2 receivers this time to the left. A pitch out to the left side. And not much room there. A good tackle made by Theo Jacob. Make it.
Number 11, Alex Lovelace on the carry. Talking about number 21.
And now we got a guy down. So it was the pitch play to Lovelace. A good tackle. It was actually Emmanuel Benson, the senior cornerback, making the play for Totino Grace. And now a man down for the Eagles. It's Peyton Herbst. So we'll take a quick break here from Totino Grace. Back to our KARE 11 game of the week in just a bit.
Now is the time to upgrade the look of your home with new siding from your friends at Window Concepts in Minnesota. We feature a variety of different materials and colors to enhance the beauty of your home. We feature vinyl, James Hardie, and LP siding. Call today, and when you buy 2 squares of siding, get 1 free, plus no interest for 36 months. And with every estimate, Window Concepts will give you a $50 Target gift card.
Call Window Concepts at 888-712-1733 or log on to windowconceptsmn.com.
The mega sale is back at Aquarius Home Services. Be prepared for any season with our Aquarius 2-for-1 AC and furnace tune-up special. Call or visit us online to schedule your appointment. Aquarius Home Services, earning the right to be recommended.
Get an 11% rebate on new tools at Menards. Take care of the job with Bosch Power Tools. Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Bosch 18-volt tools provide the power you need to tackle the toughest jobs. Keep your Bosch Power Tools running with this 18-volt Slim Pack lithium-ion battery for $39.
So Peyton Herbst back to his feet and gingerly makes his way to the sideline. And so he'll get some attention on the Totino Grace sideline, looking at that appears to be the right ankle for Peyton, the outside linebacker for this Totino Grace defense. Out of the shotgun this time. Court right near the 30-yard line, taken down at the 28. So on 3rd and 7, a pickup enough to move the chains. Once again, Perkins on the completion. So George Perkins with another big gainer, this time moving the sticks and a fresh set of downs now at the 27, they'll call it. So a 1st and 10 from the 27, 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Spartans have been methodical on offense, moving the ball well. Besides just 1 3 and out here tonight. They've picked up at least a couple of first downs on every offensive possession. Bubble screen, right side, pass complete with some room to run. Getting near the sticks and now pushed by a host of Spartans out of bounds across the 40-yard line, right near the 43. It'll be a first down on the completion to Jackson Steiner, the senior wide receiver, with his first catch of the night, and picked up about 13 yards after the catch. Some good blocking downfield.
Spartan first down on their own 42-yard line.
And so another good start to the drive for Charlie Cordis, and he's been very dialed in here tonight. 71% completion coming in for Cordis, 713 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's showing off that accuracy and that completion percentage here tonight. 2 receivers, one either way. Now a man comes in motion. Handoff is to the running back up the middle, and Cavern picks up a couple on first down, nearing that Totino Grace logo, and now a flag comes in late in the play. It looks to be I won't speculate, but we'll find out here shortly. We have that head official in the white hat mic'd up tonight, so he'll give us the number. It looks like it's going to be against the Totino Grace defense. I didn't hear the number. If 27, 22, or just 2. Yeah, okay, so it's a personal foul against the Totino Grace defense. Will be whistled against Josiah Young. And so now in plus territory for the Spartans. Ball at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. As a man comes across the formation, tight end in motion. Handoff is to Cavern, and he'll be taken down, a gain of a couple. Nice job from the backside to track him down was Calvin McIntosh. Gain of about, we'll call it 2. 2nd and 8 now coming from the 36-yard line of Totino Grace.
Brings up 2nd and long for the Spartans.
So Totino defensively found some pressure in that second quarter with Theo Thomas and company. We'll see if they can find some more pressure here. They need to stop. Trailing by 5. Back to pass. Cordes looking to the right side. Incomplete. It was a well-placed throw. Good route run that time from Adrian Lacursi. It was a corner route there as he comes from the inside. Lacursi cut to that far sideline and just couldn't hang on to the ball. Little underthrown, but you get two hands on it as a wide receiver, more often than not, you're going to come up with it. And Lacursi this time just unable to make the grab. So a 3rd and 8, and the Totino fans will make some noise here. Trying to get a stop in this number 3 ranked Orono Spartan team. Out of the shotgun, Cordes will call a couple men in motion across the formation from left to right. Running back vacates the backfield. Throw it over to him. Pass complete. Burkhart stopped short of the line to gain. Across the 35. He was taken down at the 33. It'll be a 4th and short. And all signs so far saying that Orono's going for this, and it'll be 4th and maybe a long 4. And Orono keeping the offense on the field. 3:33 to go. 3rd quarter action. Carroll Evan Prep game of the week. It's been a good one so far. Defensive battle. Totino looking for a stop here. All kinds of shifting along that defensive line for the Eagles. Pressure coming. Throw gets away, and it's complete for a 1st down. Across the 25-yard line. Passes to George Perkins, and he's having himself a night here tonight. Another 1st down for Perkins. Just 86 yards on the season for Perkins, and he's well over 100 now. He's almost getting close to doubling up that season total. This season, Perkins averaging 12.3 yards per catch. So here is the 11th play of the drive. Handoff, Cavern taken down in the backfield. Tackle for loss this time from Emmanuel Benson. Good energy from Benson, and that's going to need more of that for the Eagles. So 2nd and 11 from the 26-yard line. 2:15 and counting here in this 3rd quarter. Out of the shotgun. That's where Cordes will start. Cavern to his left. 2 receivers split out wide right. Sends a man in motion. Cordes looking deep downfield to the end zone. Picked off. Josiah Young with an interception at the goal line. And the Eagles are back in business. They'll take over at the 1-yard line. Let's take another look. It was a bubble and go. Quarterback Cordes looking to the end zone. Persons high points it. It comes away with the INT. So Totino will take over at the 1-yard line. Is where they have that ball spotted. Theo Thomas, number 9, plays both sides, will jog out onto the field this time with the offensive unit. Saw him on some short yardage runs in the first half, and now with Totino backed way up on their own goal line, they'll send big number 9, Theo Thomas, out there to lead the way. 2 running backs in the backfield. Under center is Person. He'll send a man in motion, give to the tailback, and not much room there. Just kept that ball out of the end zone. Maybe a pickup of a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 2-yard line.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd and long for the Eagles.
Person runs back into the huddle, moves the huddle back, which is a smart play from the senior quarterback. So here is the 2nd and 9 play. Man in motion again. This time play action, looking out to the flat, pass complete to Michael Strong, and Strong runs a couple of men over, still on his feet. Michael Strong across the 50-yard line, taken down at the 40 of Orono, and Michael Strong on the play action with a big gainer and a chunk play. They'll mark him at the 41, his first catch of the night. And the senior running back has the biggest play of the game so far for Totino. So Strong will jog back onto the field. Originally made his way to the bench, but he was called right back into action. So Totino moving quickly here. They'll try to get one more snap off, or will they? 5 seconds on that third quarter clock. They will. Handoff up the middle, and spinning for maybe a yard was Markel Keaton. So on first down, gain of 1, and that'll do it here for the third quarter from Totino Grace. The Eagles get the interception from Josiah Young. Michael Strong on the play action then flips the field, and Totino Grace humming along here at the end of the third quarter. 8-3. We'll be right back to Totino Grace High School.
Get an 11% rebate on new tools at Menards. Take care of the job with Bosch Power Tools. Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Bosch 18-volt tools provide the power you need to tackle the toughest jobs. Keep your Bosch Power Tools running with this 18-volt Slim Pack lithium-ion battery for $39.99 after 11% mail-in rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, we're ready for the fourth quarter here from Totino Grace, and here comes a late substitution. Still got 18 on the play clock. Michael Strong makes his way into the backfield, I formation behind Jake Person. Man in motion, give is to Strong up the middle. Nowhere going there. A loss of 1 on 2nd and 9 will bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 41-yard line of Orono. And this is a big play here for Totino. Wondering maybe if this is 4-down territory. The limited amount of scoring we've seen tonight, the long possessions from both sides. Just don't know if you're Coach Jay Anderson for the Eagles, how many more possessions you're going to get here in this game. Still 11:25 to go, so it's not do or die situation yet, but potentially calling something here to pick up 5 and then try to go for it on 4th. Handoff. It's the play action instead. Rolling out is Person looking for a block on the edge. He'll get one, but the flag flies. Flag flies on the block applied by Sil. Make it Noah Januska. And he can't believe the call. On 3rd and 10, it will be a penalty on the Totino Grace offense. Got to imagine that the Spartans would accept it too, because Totino picked up about 6 and it would have made it 4th and manageable. TG fans here on this home sideline not liking that call. Noah, the senior running back, linebacker, whistled for the violation. So 3rd and 20 from the 50-yard line. Line to gain is the 30. Back to pass. Person looking, firing into double coverage, and a flag comes out. It's going to be defensive pass interference. It's going to go against Alex Lovelace, who was in coverage. Owen Paulson was back there as well. And get another look here on a play. Those two defensive backs just stay out of the way. Had no chance of completing that pass that was low. And Griffin Burgess would not have been able to make that grab, but they held him, and now it will be a 15-yard penalty. It's not an automatic first down in high school football, so it's going to make a 3rd and 20, a 3rd and 5, much more manageable for the Eagles. So penalties on both sides of the last two plays. So now much more manageable 3rd down. We'll do this 3rd down play for the 3rd time, Maddie. 3rd and 5 from the Orono 35. Keaton in the backfield. Quarterback split wide to the right. Wildcat formation. Markel will take the snap, fake the handoff, taking himself up the middle. And it's going to be 4th down. 4th and about a yard from the Orono 32. We've seen that Wildcat formation a couple of times. It's been effective. Now they're going to run on the jumbo package. Theo Thomas comes out alongside Calvin McIntosh. Ahead of this 4th and 1 play, 10:28 and counting here in the 4th quarter, and this is a big play here for both sides. Quickly to the line. Jake Person under center. Behind him is Keaton. The give is to Markel Keaton at the line to gain. It's going to be real close. Depends on the spot. Ball came out late, and I think the whistle and the forward progress had stopped. It's going to depend on the spot. I think he may have gotten it. It is a 1st down. So just enough there for Keaton following the big blockers up front. Theo Thomas alongside with Gabe Cran and Francis Bassi on the right side of that offensive line, moving the big boys up front for Orono, just enough for Keaton to get that 1st down. So ball in the 30, 1st and 10. Drive continues for Totino Grace. Only points tonight, a 39-yard field goal by McNeil to end the 1st half. Back to pass, looking for Young. A fluttering ball ends up a few yards in front at the feet of Josiah Young. So an incomplete pass on 1st and 10 will give us a 2nd and 10 here now with Noah Januska coming back into the game. It'll be Calvin McIntosh taking a visit to the sideline. Burgess, the single receiver to the left side. Out of the shotgun this time is Person. Man comes in motion. The give is to Markel Keaton, and he'll find some room up the left side across the 25, and a good push from behind from that offensive line. Cooper Zito pushing his buddy in the back for a few extra yards. Makes a gain of 5 into a gain of maybe 6, 7 yards, and a good push from Cooper Zito, the center here for Totino Grace. Getting close to 9 minutes, now under 9 minutes with that clock running here in the 4th quarter. Handoff is to Keaton again, and he'll pick up just a couple on 3rd down. Setting up a 4th and short. Picked up maybe 2.5 on that 3rd and 4. So Thomas will come back into the game. Another 4th down play here. 4th and 1 from the 21. That game clock continuing to tick down. It's been a relatively fast-moving game here tonight. And now we're going to get a timeout. Orono will take timeout. They want to talk things over before a big 4th and 1 play. We'll take a quick break as well. Back in 60 seconds to Totino Grace.
Party pants on, people! Taco John's new 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here. That's right, grilled old white meat chicken is here to Fiesta. Fresh Pico is here to Fiesta. And Fiesta sauce is obviously here to Fiesta. It's Fiesta sauce, kinda its whole thing. That and being creamy and savory and awesome. Fiesta at our place and lasers. New 2 for $5 Fiesta chicken tacos. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
All right, energy rising here at TG High School. Both sides getting into it. A big fourth down coming. They've already picked up 1 fourth down on this drive. Now looking for their second. 3 running backs in the backfield. Nobody split out. Person under center. Michael Strong in the backfield. He'll take the carry, and I don't think he got it. It's going to be close, but it depends on the spot. I don't think he got to the 20-yard line, which was the line to gain. Strong was hit in the backfield and taken down. It will be a turnover on downs. So the defense for the Spartans getting a huge stop on that 4th and 1, and it was a big play made in the backfield to stop Michael Strong. So Orono will take back over. 8:07 left to go in the 4th quarter, leading by 5. And they really just need to run some clock right now. Charlie Cordes will jog to the huddle. The senior quarterback will give the instructions. Rory Cavern in the backfield. All kinds of motion going on in front of him. Under center is Cordes. He'll take the snap, give it to Cavern, and a couple of yards there on first down right near the 25. A run of about 4 on 1st and 10. We'll bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 24. Well, it's just about a ball's length short of the 25-yard line. So TG needed to stop here. It's been a fast-moving game, so even though you got 3 timeouts left for the Eagles, it's just been a lot of runs and a lot of running clock here tonight. Handoff, Cavern working that left side, finding a hole, and picking up the first down. So 2 runs to start this drive for Rory Cavern, and he's able to move the chains. Good blocking on the left side of that offensive line from Will Johnson, Frankie Rapp and company. Now Peyton Herbst will jog back to the sideline. Twisted, well, had something happen to that ankle, it looked like, earlier in this half, and now looking at that right ankle once again on the sideline. 1st and 10, ball on the 33. Handoff Cavern, this time nowhere to go. It was Michael Strong in on the tackle. No gain on that first down run, so a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Spartans.
You got to imagine that the Spartans will just keep this ball on the ground as long as they can. Maybe a couple of quick passes, but if you're Orono, you just want to keep the clock moving. So we'll see. Maybe Totino Grace will sell out, try to stop the run. Bunch of defensive switches going on right now. 2nd and 10. Bubble screen, right side. Pass is caught and across the 30. He'll mark him down at about the 31-yard line on the pass complete to Jackson Stenar.
Tripped up by number 6, Michael Strong.
Strong credited with the tackle. And now a 3rd and 6 from the 37-yard line. This will get the Totino fans bouncing their feet on this metal here at Totino Grace. Needing the stop here, trailing by 5. Under 6 now to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 6 from the 37. Motions across the formation. Perkins split wide to the left. Single coverage with Josiah Young. Cordes looking deep downfield, wide open is Perkins. He makes a man miss, cuts back to the inside, And he'll be taken down at the 1 yard line. Flag on the play all the way back at the line of scrimmage. This is coming back. A hold is going to go against the Orono Spartans on a great play design that opened up George Perkins for a long gainer. It's going to be wiped off the board. So the 3rd and 7 completion that got Perkins down to the 1 yard line is wiped off all the way back to the 27 is where they're going to spot it. The line to gain is the 43. Cordes will jog back into the huddle. Maybe they go right back to it here on the 3rd and 16. Trip set to the left side. Cordes in the shotgun. Cavern to his left. Totino fans making some noise, and it's going to be a false start. Flag comes in, blowing that play dead. Back him up again. I don't know if either side was ready for that snap, says our producer, Matt Harrington. I think you're exactly right. So it turns a 3rd and forever into 3rd and even longer. 3rd and 21 now. And again, the line to gain is the 43-yard line. The ball is spotted on the 22. Just not a lot of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 21. We'll see what they have drawn up. Trips again to the left side. Cordes in the shotgun. Cavern to his left. He'll drop back to pass, looking over the middle of the field. He'll loft one into Triffle. Coverage, and it drops to the turf. He was looking for Parker Burkhart with 3 blue jerseys surrounding him. Good coverage from Totino Grace. Josiah Young back there, along with Tyler Hand. 2 men in coverage, and now it'll be a 4th down punt coming for Totino Grace. Strong, make it Young back to receive the punt. 4:34 to go here in the 4th quarter. Totino's going to get the ball back. And this low punt, but it's going to take an Orono bounce inside the 30. Well, almost got to the 30. It'll be tapped down by Orono at the 31-yard line. So 4:24 left on the clock here in our KARE 11 Prep Football Game of the Week, and it's been just that. Number 2, Totino Grace, has struggled to put points on the board. They've stalled out in plus territory a couple of times now, and we'll see if they can push through and find the end zone, take the lead here. With the stout defense of number 3 ranked Orono. On that last possession, getting the stop on the 4th and 1. So Person will start under center. He'll reverse out and give to Keaton up the middle, and a good gainer on 1st down nearing the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 38. So a gain of 7 on 1st down. Keaton a little slow to get up, and now he's going to stretch out that right leg. Looks to be okay as the clock will momentarily stop. I'm not sure why. And now they're going to make Markel Keaton come out of the game. So it was an injury timeout, which stopped the clock. Doesn't take a timeout away from the Eagles, though. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. Keaton will have to come out for a play as he's stretching that right leg. So it'll be McIntosh in the backfield instead this time. The give up the middle to McIntosh. Finds some room to run. McIntosh across the 50, across the 40. Taken down at the 39-yard line by Owen Paulson. Calvin McIntosh showing off the speed here as you see him cutting through the middle. Finding some daylight as he cuts back to the Totino Grace sideline. And a big chunk play there from the two-way player wearing number 45 in blue. First and 10 at the 40, 3:30 and counting here in this fourth quarter. And again, Totino Gray is able to get into Spartan territory. This is where they've had some troubles, though. Handoff Keaton, cuts back nearing the 35. They'll mark him down at about the 36. A gain of 4 on first down. Burkhardt in to make the tackle. A lot of two-way players tonight on both sides. The Burkhardt boys as well. We've talked about Theo Thomas. Of course, Calvin McIntosh, who's still in the backfield right behind Jake Person. He'll fake it this time to McIntosh. Give it to Keaton instead, and Keaton stumbles his way across the 30-yard line, picking up the first down, a gain of 8 on 2nd and 6. That's another first down for the Eagles. Quickly out of the huddle. Tight set formation. One receiver split to the wide, to the right. That's Burgess. The give to McIntosh up the middle, and no room to go there. He ran into a wall. Named Leo Bach.
Number 45, Calvin McIntosh on the carry, tackled by number 69, Leo Bach. Short gain on the play.
Leo Bach filled that hole quickly. Similar looking play to the one McIntosh broke loose just moments ago, but this time Bach saying, no way, not on my watch. So a 2nd and 9 from the 28. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. One score game here from Totino Grace. Man in motion is Keaton. He'll take the handoff, cuts across the 30, and stumbles for a gain of a couple on 2nd down. So a 3rd and about 7 coming up for Totino Grace, and it's crunch time. So we're going to get a timeout call. Timeout call to Totino Grace. We'll take one too. Back in 30 seconds.
Get an 11% rebate on new tools at Menards. Take care of the job with Bosch Power Tools. Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Bosch 18-volt tools provide the power you need to tackle the toughest jobs. Keep your Bosch Power Tools running with this 18-volt Slim Pack lithium-ion battery for $39.99 after 11% mail-in rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, welcome back. 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 27-yard line. 1:46 to go here in this fourth quarter as Totino tries to stay perfect. Orono, of course, perfect as well. Both teams 6-0 coming into tonight. Number 2, Totino. Number 3, Orono. And it's lived up to the hype. A defensive battle, which didn't necessarily see that coming in, but that's the way it's been. And this is the part of the field the Orono defense has been so good here tonight. We'll see if Totino can finally break through. It's a Wildcat. Keaton takes the snap, takes it himself across the 25, and a gain of just a couple will bring up a 4th and about 6. So that clock running, it's certainly a factor here. With just 1:35 to go. Totino, though, more importantly, needs to pick up the first down. The Eagles have 2 timeouts remaining. The Spartans have 2 as well. Totino using a lot of play clock here on this play. So out of the shotgun is Person, and a timeout called by Orono. They wanted to see the formation to Joe McPherson that they came out in. Call that second timeout for Orono and make Totino go to their second best play. And maybe if you're Jay Anderson, maybe your thought is, oh, we're going to go right back to it. Everybody assuming on that Orono side that they'll call a different play out of the timeout, but maybe you try to go right back to it and just keep that play. 112 they're going to put on the clock, so it was at 109. The referee bumps it up to 112, and that's what it'll be when we have this 4th and 6 snap. Last drive, Tino picked up 1 4th down conversion on a 4th and 1. They had another opportunity right near this part of the field on a 4th and 1. It was a run to Michael Strong, and he was stopped short of the line to gain. So this is it. This is the ball game here. Tino needs it. 2 receivers either side. Out of the shotgun is Person. Running back to his right. He'll take the snap, look left, fire to Keaton, and it's caught. First down and more. Across the 20, down to the 10-yard line, and on 4th and 6, a big gainer to Markel Keaton, the go-to man tonight, delivers once again on a well-thrown ball from Jake Person. Gain of 15 on that 4th and 6. And the Eagles now have to hurry. They got 2 timeouts left, 57 seconds and counting. I set formation behind Jake Person. Movement up front, it's going to be offsides. Offensive line, some movement up front from TG. We'll walk that ball back to the 15. Clock stopped for the time being, but once they get that ball set, the clock will run. So good work from TG to get up to the line of scrimmage because they can't afford to lose any more time here. 52 seconds to go. 1st and goal from the 14. The give is to Keaton, left side, cuts back to the right, and a flag comes in late. Clock ran a few extra seconds there on the game clock here, so they're going to have to reset that up to about 48 or so, but we'll see the penalty here. Discussion continues between our refereeing crew tonight, and they've done a great job all night long. It's going to be against Orono, it looks like. Ball was on the 14. If this is a personal foul against Orono, it'll go down to the 7, half the distance to the goal. It is. A face mask whistled against Alex Lovelace. He's had a couple of penalties called on him here tonight now, and Tino should have it on the 7-yard line, but so 46. It was at 43. They're going to put it up to 46. Clock will start on the whistle of the referee. Out of the shotgun is Person. Burgess to the right side, and a timeout called. I think a good decision there from Orono to take that final timeout. Try to get set before this first down play. Yeah, we'll keep it right here. What an end to this game here tonight. Tino has moved the ball consistently, but they haven't gotten this close until right now when they needed it most. Home crowd making some noise. 46 ticks to go. Ball is at the 8-yard line. It is 1st and goal from the 8. Tino has 2 timeouts left. Orono has used their last timeout. Do they put it to the air? Do they keep it on the ground? With 2 timeouts left, you can still run it. Cooper Zito on the offensive line, giving some last-minute instructions to his buddies. Here's the handoff to Keaton. He'll throw it. Caught. Touchdown. Eagles take the lead. What a gutsy play call. Griffin Burgess on the receiving end of a pass thrown from Markel Keaton. Halfback toss, and he ends up throwing in a one-handed throw from Keaton, and a beautiful catch from Burgess. Tino has a 1-point lead, 39 seconds to go. And Tino wants to take a timeout. They're going to likely go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. What a great time to pull out the trick play. They've been setting that play up all night long. And let's take another look. Handoff to Keaton, working to his right side, sells the run, then finds the wide open Burgess in the end zone. For Griffin, that's his second touchdown catch of the year, just his sixth reception all season, but maybe the biggest of this Eagles season so far. First offensive touchdown of the game for the Eagles, coming with just 39 ticks to go. And now they're going to go for two, try to make it a 3-point lead. Orono has used their final timeout. Totino, I think, just has one left after taking a timeout there. Out of the gun, Person. Take the snap, roll right, pass to the pylon. It's caught for the 2-point conversion. Right back to him. Griffin Burgess has the touchdown. Now he's got the 2-point conversion, and he's got the Eagles up by 3. What a statement drive there from Totino Grace after getting stonewalled on that last possession, the 4th and 1. Could not convert. Candy coming into the crowd now from the Totino Grace home fans. All the youngsters flying around for some candy on this side. Let's get a little up here in the press box, huh? 39 seconds to go. Orono still has a chance. No timeouts left. You got to be careful here with Orono on the special teams. They do have 3 kickoff return touchdowns this year. Owen Paulson wears number 5. He's got 2 all alone by himself. Jake Kramer, make it Jack Kramer, to his left, has a touchdown as well this season. So this is no gimme on the kickoff. You got to have good coverage if you're Totino Grace. And Orono still with a chance here. 39 seconds to go, needing a field goal to tie the game. Kickoff is deep. It will be taken by Kramer about the 6-yard line. He'll hand it off to Paulson. Paulson with some room, and he'll be taken down near the 20-yard line. 32 seconds to go, and that's where Charlie Cordes and the offense will take over. No timeouts. It's going to take a miracle here for the Spartans. What a game this has been here tonight. Our KARE 11 prep football game of the week, and it's turned out to be just that. Cordes out of the shotgun. The Burkhardt boys are to his right. He's got 2 to his left. From the 20-yard line. Back to throw, looking, finding no one, and a sack. Taken down in the backfield. And now a flag comes in. So emotions high here is Calvin McIntosh on the sack, the 3rd of the game for the Totino Grace Eagles, but he might have celebrated just a little too much. So McIntosh may be the offending party. We'll see here. Here's the announcement. So it's going to go against Theo Thomas. Unnecessary roughness after the play. Didn't see it, but maybe he had another hit on Cordes. So it wipes the sack off the board. It also stops the clock for the time being. And so the Spartans still with some hope. 20 seconds they're going to add. Well, they're going to add a second, up to 20 seconds on the game clock now. Trips to the right side, one receiver to his left. Cordes in the shotgun. Cordes will take the snap, looks to the right side, waits, fires over the middle, caught, pass complete. Who else but George Perkins across the 40-yard line. He's taken down at the 39. Clock stops, 10 seconds to go. They're going to have to clock it. They will get set. Chains still aren't set. They're going to move it back up to 12 as the white hat referee asks. It will be clocked immediately on the whistle. 1 second runs off. So 11 seconds to go. Maybe a chance, well, at least one more play. Have to get out of bounds on a quick strike to try to get a second play off here with 11 seconds. So they're going to add a second again to this game clock here. 12 seconds to go. You hear the grumbles from the Eagle fans. Oh, they're going to redo the spike. Okay. So TG fans on our side, you can hear them. They're not happy with the way the officials have handled the clock. So, of course, here in high school football, clock stops as the chains get set. But once the chains are set, the referee whistle blows. The clock is supposed to start. Then you can snap the ball. So 11.5 on the game for Orono. Ball's on the 39-yard line. They hope to get 2 plays off. They're going to either pick up a first down or try to get out of bounds. Cordes out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Looking that way, firing to the end zone. Picked off. Picked off and then fumbled in the end zone. I think he got back on top of it, though. The ball was intercepted, and that will do it. Jaden Miller with the interception to seal it here tonight from Totino. Jaden with his first pick of the season will clinch this one here at home, and Totino Grace is going to stay perfect. They'll move on to 7-0 on a thriller here tonight. They score on their last possession of the game, and able to get the stop to seal it was Jaden Miller. So a kneel down will do it. Jake Person runs to the sideline. He's going to whip the ball to his buddies on the Totino Grace sideline, and the Eagles survive here tonight. Number 2, Totino comes from behind to give the Spartans their first loss of the season. Orono falls to 6-1, and the Eagles will move to a perfect 7-0. 1 week left in high school football before the playoffs. We have one more week of KARE 11 games of the week. We'll be in Duluth next week on Wednesday night for some action between Duluth Denfield. We hope you join us next Wednesday night. But man, what a thriller here tonight.